Tales of woe or hope and glory.
Hi, I did a farming video over a year ago. There's been a few minor changes, but here's my guide to what I think's best for old and new players alike. When you're following the story, you get this guy. He gives you some blueprints and asks you to build him things. If you want to complete his storyline as quickly as possible, do what I'm about to do. Visit a space station or two, go to the terminals and look for some elements. Chlorine, but nothing else. You can use the chlorine to make money. Right, let's go and check the galactic terminal on the other side. This one's got plenty of oxygen, phosphorus, ammonia, and dioxide. If you don't have much money yet, just buy a couple of hundred of it, but plenty of oxygen. And don't forget to visit the ship traders, because there's a good chance they'll also have materials that you won't find in the galactic terminal. Paraffinium. This other one had uranium. And the last one had dioxide, but I've already got some of that, so yeah. A good way to check if you're going to have all the elements in one space station is to see how varied the planets are in that system. The more varied the planets, the higher the possibility of having all the planetary elements available. Okay, back to farming. The wee farmer Gek will give you the first planter. The second one you will unlock at a later stage, but if you've got enough salvage data, go to the anomaly, which you should have also unlocked at this point. Work your way down to the biodome. You should have unlocked some power by now, but if you haven't, get yourself a solar panel and a battery. If you've got salvaged made data to burn, you can just buy all the plants. But the Farmer Gek mission is so quick, you really don't have to buy all that stuff. But what you will need is the medium refiner. Let's head back and go through the next bit. Medium refiner has two slots. You place your planetary element in the top slot, and oxygen in the other one, which produces some of the plant you require to complete the farm questline. And a side note, if you've got some salt, you can turn the plant material back into planetary elements. I'll run through the menus quickly. Some of the more exotic plants you're going to have to go a little bit further, and fascium and mordite you get from feeding and killing animals. Alright, let's place a biodome. I'm going to show you a single biodome method, and why in my opinion this might be the best approach. You've got to take into account that each biodome takes a lot of rendering and processing, and if you're going to play the game on a long-term basis, you probably need the base parts at a later date. So place the plants as usual. We don't have to worry about the loss of planting spots at the door, or even bother about the ones near the struts. All we do is we go in our menus, either get a corridor or a door, and green state over those spots. We don't even have to place them. The green stating resets the planting spots, which is part of the mechanic of the item. After all, if it didn't reset, the biodome would become quickly useless, as each of the planting spots would become non-usable every time you placed a corridor then changed your mind. And it's also a non-glitch method, so anyone can do it. Also remember, you're condensing a lot of information in a small area, so don't overdo it. And from time to time, the game acts a bit weird and doesn't seem to work. All you have to do is save and reload. Also, the biodome's great because you can collect everything in it from the central computer. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching me green state resetting the planting areas in the background while I chat, and I'll have a lot more tutorials coming up. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button, or on the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.